Hello and welcome to another episode of Tales Across Time and Space, where we are playing Interstitial Logos. As always, I am your game master, and I'm joined by Jane ESP.
Hey, it's me, Jamie ESP, and I'm playing Janox, the current Lynx Smith, but, also a memory.
I am contractually obligated to mention Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and as per the as per legal decree, I am playing Sohoy, the chosen one.
It's I don't have a joke here. It's Zeiss. It's wait, yeah, the order. Yeah, Zeisen. Zeisen was the order.
I'm going last.
Yeah. The order of the icon.
Hello, I'm Zyson.
Sorry.
Hello, I'm Zyson, and I have no life.
Oh!
That's an inside joke that people aren't going to get.
Yeah. And the discarded, and yeah. Who is also Zyson.
Yes. And lastly, I am so not getting this joke this morning. Because it's not morning, it's evening. Wow. Anyways, it's Crystal and Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystal Kitsune, and I am the bitch who apparently told Dyson he had no life.
I wasn't gonna put it in that terms, but
Not me.
Wow!
And I am playing Lara, the mystic.
So with that out of the way, few points of information. In case you didn't notice, last week we were not able to meet due to some things, but we put up the session 0 of our upcoming new game of playtesting my Champions Bond system that I'm designing. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse game designed to run a Kid in Their Mon type games, like Digimon, Pokemon, Monster Rancher, etc., etc. Persona. There's a lot of genres it can touch on, but
Shaman King.
Yes. It can play a lot of things, okay?
Rave Master.
I can't attest to that one. I've never actually seen that. Anyways, we're using it to play a Digimon game. We want to get some... This one is not going to be a live series, so I am recording it and slowly teaching myself at proper editing etiquette. And such, so hopefully it turns out okay. Don't expect any more episodes of that till New Year's, but that will be in addition to our normal live stream show.
Mm-hmm.
So, also we are, trying to get better about. We've been doing, the Among Us streams as well. If you're interested in playing along with us, like you can get into our Discord and maybe appear on the stream. But as long as you're not a horrible person cursing up
Get on
storms.
our Discord and ask us about the sus tag.
Yes. Ask us how you too can be sus on our Discord. Anyways, with that out of the way, last time we had you guys had just arrived in Sherwood Forest when you witnessed Robin Hood and Little John being chased away by a bunch of the prince's guards.
Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
Yes, we don't. This is not the musical episode.
Oh,
Not yet.
the musical.
But two words. After preventing Zyson from running away, you guys tried to chase down the two of them, not realizing that they were the good kind of bandits. Only to fail in your quest. However, that did ingratiate you to a little bit to the guards, who proceeded to talk to for a little bit, resulting in Zyson trying to be greedy and causing them to think that he was one of their members who had deserted. So that happened. Zyson fled and escaped a bunch of the guards, splitting the group. Eventually running into Robin Hood and Little John. Meanwhile, he tried to talk his way into joining their racket, was forcefully informed that they are not that kind of thieves. They do what they do out of necessity due to Prince John usurping the power in his absence of King Richard. But eventually they Dyson they agreed to kind of take Dyson up on his offer by having him go down to town and infiltrate the barracks of the Wolf Guards to try to get some info to Robin Hood. Meanwhile, back at the guards, Janox kind of wipes the memory of the leader of the Wolf Guards, as a bunch of rhinos show up. Wipe the memory of Zyson from them. They start fighting, and the party uses this opportunity to slink off. Meet back up with Zyson and Little John, who are going to out because Robin Hood wanted to make sure the party was on the up and up before taking Zyson up on his offer. And they passed muster. Warned not to be too stick up because the king's snake of an advisor was told him to arrest anyone coming from strange or foreign lands.
I swear, when you kept saying snake of an advisor, I really didn't think it was going to be Jafar. I honestly thought it was going to be Ka. Like,
you mean Hiss?
Hiss, yeah, Hiss. I mix them up all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they both do the same hypnotism thing. It's like mixing up Little John and Baloo.
I'm pretty sure they're the same model.
They did use the same model, yeah, because they used the same models for Robin Hood and Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also used the same model for Bagheera and somebody, I don't remember who.
Either way.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's the same voice, too. For Ka and Hiss.
They just talk very differently, I think.
Yeah, but it is the same voice.
Anyway, so you arrived in Nottingham. Zohoi went off to look at personal misery of the owl in the stockades. Oh yeah, Laura did disguise Millen with the illusion of being an owl person because he is still completely unaffected by the magic of this world.
Ooh, ooh.
Because reasons.
Yep, there are reasons. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all my things. Zyson started heading off to the barracks. I actually don't know what Janox is doing because I kind of lost that thread.
No, that's fine. I don't think I had a plan just yet.
Yeah,
we
might open up with you to kind of start things up here. But because I realized I never asked you what you were doing in town. I think when looking for the last.
No, you didn't. It's all right. It's all right. You're still. It's fine. No worries.
So, but Laura wandered around, but felt being watched, and eventually realized that she was being scryed upon. When suddenly a stout messenger appeared, handing her an invitation to the palace. In there, she arrived at a library where she was met by a rat, who eventually was revealed to be Jafar, who was ticked off as hell that he ran into Lara again, and mentioned how Agrabah, due to the meddling of the heroes, fell to the Hollowed, and that the only way he got here was he used a wish from a genie to get away, and then got basically abandoned here by Morgana. And that's about where we left off. With that little bombshell there. But we're actually opening...
It's all her fault.
So this brings us to today's episode. Golly, what a day!
Oh golly, what a day!
As the camera as the scene kind of opens, what I want to say, Janox, what are you doing with the local townspeople right now? Like I want to say you're interacting with them a little bit, but I just want to say what are you doing with them?
Well, I noticed they're very despot imposition. I'm curious, what is the weather like today here?
Sunny.
By the way,
Sunny, a few clouds here and there.
Okay, that's pretty sunny out. All right.
There's a chance of meatballs.
No way.
You know what?
So
Then I would like to entertain the town, try to brighten their spirits a little bit by doing some yo-yo tricks because
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna have you roll for this because I feel like I want to give you a little attention here, and you're the only person who I think you can actually roll heart well. So roll plus your heart, which I believe is 3 right now, and because you're gonna try to convince somebody, convince them that things may not be as bleak as it feels like right now.
yeah. All right, well, an 11. That's pretty freaking good. I hope to think.
Oh yeah, no, that's legit. That is the legitimate. All right.
Too legit. It's
you-
legit. Too legit.
All right.
Too
So yeah,
legit to quit.
you kind of
Maybe.
you really do brighten everyone's spirits here. It's just like they're just like, yeah, no, like we could make this, and you kind of get them all to kind of realize that as long as they have each other, they'll make it through all right.
Like a yo-yo, it goes down, but then it goes up again.
Again, and then
And
because
like
nothing's gonna keep it down.
And also, like, we're all connected. Like the string of the yo-yo is to his hand. It's like, wow. I don't know why the people of Nottingham are suddenly stoners, but
I don't know either, but I am okay with us.
But yeah, so what I'm going to say is this, not going to say anything specific happens right now, but I'm just going to say the town is kind of looking favorably upon you and by proxy the group right now. It may come up later, it may not, but you kind of created
I'm okay with this. Just getting spirits up. It's something somebody would have done. Or the memory of my somebody, or it's so confusing.
All right, so we can cut over to Sohoy as Millen approaches you.
All right. Sohoy is probably looking grumpy because he's been looking at the anthro misery of all the creatures here.
Millen kind of looks up and like, it's a pretty rough place right now.
Yeah.
I'm done by my crumbs a second.
Fine. You're probably gonna be last in the order.
That's what I figured. That's why I was doing that now.
Yep, that's fine. All right.
I just need to imagine like, look at all these taxes I collected.
Oh God.
Man, I thought I was a criminal before.
And this is when Sohoy decided that Zeiston must die.
Yeah, this is you
It
got
was on this day that Sohoy decided he must die.
All Zeistons must die. Anyways,
at least some of the Zeistons,
So, focusing.
Must die.
Right. Sorry, go rewind my brain. My brain got really
What
out of
the heck happened with that computer?
I don't know. It just decided to start bending down. Probably because my feet were pushing down nearby it. Anyways.
Might have something to do with it.
Just like, I think I've talked around town here a bit. Like there is some kind of library here, and it's apparently staffed by a newly appointed court magician.
I guess that's where it is.
There's a newly appointed court magician.
Talking to him.
Oh, it's Jafar.
Yeah, my character doesn't.
I was
know that.
thinking for a
My
second,
character
I'm like,
probably didn't even know.
God, did Merlin show up?
My character might not even know who Jafar was from then. No, wait, he talked with Aladdin.
Aladdin, you were there. You met Jafar.
You saw him turn into a
I was
rat.
there, and I talked with Aladdin, and he explained the thing.
The thing.
Did he explain that it was the court magician? Whatever. I'll have Sohoy be oblivious anyway. He'll be oblivious anyway.
I mean, it would be
I'm like,
one thing when you
okay.
run into him, but right now it's
Oh yeah, when I run into him.
it's too vague to be anything else.
Anyway, I'm like, yeah. I mean, that could go with maybe doing something for the Robin Hood people.
Now that's in a strange twist of fate, dependent on Zeiston.
Damn it.
He kind of gives you a look over and says,
Stupid jerk ruins everything, doesn't he? Just gets his frickin' nose in all this stupid crap. You know.
Achoo.
My man Zeiston, you should watch that Cold.
Yeah. Fine. How does it do that?
"What?" Sorry, as the GM, I'm
How
lost.
does it rely on him?
He's the only one who could blend in with the genetically uniform guards here.
Ethnically uniform.
Yeah, that might be the term. I don't know.
Maybe.
This world is
I don't know.
weird.
We don't know how this works.
Like, seriously, I have no idea here.
What if we were just to like run in and beat them all up? I bet I could beat them all up. I bet I could beat at least half of them.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Like we would probably wipe the floor with them in a fight, but sounds like what they need is the information more than the beating up.
Okay.
And he just kind of looks around, looks kind of back at Sohei, kind of gives him a little conspiratorial smile, and is like, "So hey, after we're everything's said and done, doesn't mean we can't try to do something for the people around here."
The people in the thing can't see it, but I'm the eyes are widened and I'm nodding.
So we cut over to Zeiston sneezing as he enters the barracks. There's
It's a stupid wolf nose longer than mine.
you look around. There's just a bunch of them kind of like lounging about, kind of just kind of like looks like the people here are just kind of off duty right now. They're just kind of relaxing. You see a couple of them playing seem to be playing a game of cards in the corner. Another one sitting at a table is doing that weird like little knife game where you try to keep stabbing rapidly without actually hitting your own hand.
I know a game. It goes chop, chop, chop.
God, I'm trying to remember I know it has an official name. I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it now too. Isn't it like
It's bugging you, isn't it? It's like I know there's a name for this.
Either way, it's the very quick thing is just like saying like a high pillar of moral superiority you are not finding here. These feel like more like your people than you would normally like to admit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It feels weird when the thieves are feel less like you when the guards do.
I'm like, man, is this really how guards act? Maybe I'm in the wrong profession.
I mean, if you want to steal and break the law, then you be a pirate. If you want to steal and be legal, then you go into policing. No. This is on the internet. I'm sorry. I apologize.
To our politics show.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're starting a politics show. This is a. God, I tried to think of some terribly funny name based on politics in our normal name.
No.
Ticks across time and space.
Who are the real thieves? The government.
Anyways.
So yeah,
what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna mingle in the crowd and play some poker or whatever card games going on.
Yeah, you kind of see them like just as you approach. One guy just plays down a hand and it's like, "Ha! Read 'em and wheat." He just kind of like the other guy kind of grumbles and just throws down a couple of slips of paper. Notably, like you saw a gold coin before, but these like this is not coin here that they're gambling with.
Mhm.
What do you do?
So I'm going to whisper to the one that lost and say, I think he's cheating.
All right. I'm gonna have you roll on that one. What's your favorite stat?
All
Heart.
Okay. Obviously, I don't know if he's cheating, but
Oh no, that's why
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's +0. Five. Let's see. It's 7 or higher for
Yep, for a hit.
successes, right?
Yep.
All right. So even if I take one, I won't do much. So.
Yep. Okay. 1 second here. I'm gonna try to figure out how this is gonna blow up in your face, because there are so many
right.
ways.
Well, I at least maxed out my experiences. So.
Hey, you getting to another level?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So it's just like he did. Like I think the biggest thing is I want to roll with him believing you, but this is gonna bite you in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? I'm gonna say yeah. He starts tackling, and then a brawl just starts breaking out. Like you just threw a match into the powder keg that you are standing in the middle of, and they are fighting, and they are going to like they're getting you. I'm gonna say you first off. You take one harm just because like it just escalates so quickly that you can't get out of the way.
Yeah.
And now
I try to get out of the way, and then I get a chair in the face.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so now you are finding yourself in the middle of a barrack brawl. What do you do?
All right. Well, I'm going to, of course, join in because someone hit me in the face with the chair.
All right. So are you going to strike to with intent or strike to subdue?
Probably subdue because I don't want to kill.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to kill people here.
But before I do that, I'm going to take my new thing where I can use either dark or light for this.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
What move did you take then?
A Walker in
movie you
Twilight.
picked?
You may use your light or dark stats interchangeably with each other.
Right, but attacking to subdue is mastery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, mastery is my best stat anyway, but I can now defend with dark.
Oh, cool.
All right, cool. So roll them dice.
All right. Mastery is +2. Nope. Discord is being slow. That is a 9. I will spend a link to make that a 10.
All right, what link are you spending?
You
have no unspent locked links, by the way.
No unspent lock
Yeah,
links?
the only lock link you have is with Lara, and that one is currently spent.
All right, I will spend. I'll spend my Barbosa one.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you bumped it up to 10. So you get to pick. You deal harm, and you get to pick 2 from the list. Take something from them, force a change of location, or de-escalate the situation.
Oh, let's change locations.
You get to pick 2, remember.
Oh yeah, all right, okay, and we'll take something from him.
You are not de-escalating this at all.
Nope.
All right, what do you want to take from them? Like, this can be something physical, like this can be physical or like metaphysical. Like, you could get some information from them, or
The key.
Let's take some information because that's what we're here for.
okay. All right, so what kind of change of location do you want here? Like, I'm just going to work around with kind of what your intention here. Because this is going to obviously spill out of the barracks, and then it's just like...
I was thinking we could somehow wind up in the castle area.
I'm like, the brawl is going to... I'm going to say you're going to end up in the front gates, and you're going to kind of pull in the guards on duty right now.
Yeah.
So, as for the information you are getting, like, I'm gonna say what happens is you kind of look. It's like one of those cartoon like balls of dust fights kind of thing, where it kind of just keeps going, and you kind of just it leaves you just standing outside of it, and in your like you just kind of like dust yourself off, and you notice like a little slip of parchment on you. And you see you find a notice, a flyer for a archery tournament. With you see it says whoever it's it's like a little flyer for information. It says whoever will. The winner of which will receive a golden arrow and a kiss from the maid Marion.
Down, horn dog.
I was, of course, thinking about the golden arrow.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
This is I mean, just think about it. Do we want
How
Zeiston
long
to be
did
after
it
the
take
girl,
Zeiston
or
to
does
jump
he
into
want
bed?
the shaft?
Hey.
This is getting awkward. Let's stop this.
I think we all know what Zeiston's sexuality already is. I think. I don't know. He could be bi.
I think this is actually discussed about this before for things. He is canonically bi. For us, I believe, correct? Bi or pan?
Yeah.
Either one. I don't know.
Laura is also bi, so that's
all right. Anyways, as you're kind of looking at it, you kind of take a few steps, kind of looking around, and suddenly an anvil falls right behind you. Right where you were just seconds before. It is
almost got Looney Tunes.
I mean, it is not like a Looney Tunes anvil. It is an actual blacksmith's anvil. It just was dropped. Or it just fell right behind you.
Look up, like, how did this happen?
You see a cloaked figure standing on top of the roof. Except for, unlike most cloaked figures in Kingdom Hearts, which wear all black, this one's wearing hot pink. And only one person...
That is not
in pinkness.
conspicuous in the slightest.
And you realize you remember exactly one person who got away with wearing a hot pink cloak, and that is one of Zetrix's crew, Nell. And she flips the hood back, and you see that she's got she's got a pair of pigtails and kind of on her pink hair, of course. Whether that is natural or not, you have not figured out, nor have you wanted to go that. She's like, you had to take a step forward. Seriously, do you know how long it took me to get an anvil floating above there? You took a step forward. I mean, seriously.
Ah, hello, Nell. It's a pleasure to meet you again.
She kind of just jumps down in there. It's like, look, I'm going to ask that you stand on that spot while I get the anvil back up there and drop it properly. All right? Stay still.
Okay. You mean the spot? I'm gonna say as I stand on the anvil.
You are so completely. I don't even know the word anymore. Yeah, she pulls out a long list here. Unrepentant asshole, dork. Ah, here it is. Pain in the butt. She kind of rolls it up. At least that's what Z-Trix said. So, now, are you going to cooperate so I can smush you and get back to Z-Trix and on with my merry little life? Please?
Well, let me answer. Let me tell you this in one way. I'm going to use the anvil to fly off.
Yeah, I'm like, he moves metal. Where do we think this was going?
Okay, I'm just gonna do this just because this is a good point to demonstrate what her little quirk is. She pulls out a giant hammer, because of course she does, and whacks it on the anvil, which proceeds to stop moving.
I like to imagine the momentum just continues to carry me off.
I mean, that would probably be more like. You continue to carry off, and you just like.
Yeah.
Parabolically. Yes, that's totally what happens. You kind of roll forward.
The parabola.
And then it's just like you see, kind of like as you look up, you see a kind of like a clock kind of ticking down, and suddenly it stops, and the anvil goes flying towards you. What do you do?
Well then, I'm going to use magnetism to bring myself towards the anvil and ride it.
I feel like this is a roll between he hits himself with the anvil or rides it. I believe that this should probably be a roll for that.
Yeah. Oh yes, definitely. It's just deciding to decide whether it's cast magic or push through stress. That's all. You know what? No.
I mean, they're both a mastery roll, which is what I would expect.
Yeah, let's do cast magic, because if he doesn't roll well enough, there's the lovely no unintended consequences.
All right, so
consequence for his actions.
That is a 9.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me look at cast magic, see if I can want to bump that up to 10. Cast magic. Here we are. Yeah, let's bump that up to a 10 with by spending a link.
Okay. Link, are you spending? Okay.
We are going to spend the Kraken's link.
Okay.
Oh, you and that such good squid bonding.
Yeah.
That was a dark link.
Oh, was it dark? Do I need to spend a mastery link?
No. I was explaining to Jane that it was not squid bonding.
It was, if you look at it a different way.
Yeah, I was bonded. I was being bondaged with the squid. All right, so we're going to first of all, I guess, have no unintended consequences.
Okay.
And then I guess reshape my environment to be somewhere else.
All right, and you get one more choice.
Oh, one. All
you have to pick 3 on 10 plus. Yep.
All right. Let's see. What's a good one for this? I guess bypass magic, magic bypasses defenses
Yeah.
because she wasn't expecting.
Okay, yeah. No, that's like totally like, you rocket Anvil off, and she's just like, so, but annoying. So after that little zany scene, let's cut over to the library with Jafar and Lara.
Yep.
So yeah, so just to give you a kind of thing, like,
You mean Jafara?
no,
This
we
is
are
not
not
a
No,
ship.
don't do
shipping.
that.
This is not a ship.
The only heart in this relationship is in the link, and that's just because of self-reflection.
Yes.
So, all right, so yeah, you were just told about the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing, and so,
Yep.
and look, I have been trying to keep interference from happening to this world. I'm in it. I am unlikely to find another genie to help me escape from this world should the worst happen.
Why is Jafar's voice so high?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to imitate the movie version, the live action one.
His voice is very low in the live action one.
He was not that low pitched.
Okay.
At least it didn't strike me as that.
But you're the same voice you were using for your girls.
Sorry.
That's more the
It's fine,
concern here is you're using the same voice you used
I
for
am sorry.
Z-Trix.
I'm sorry. Pitch. I am not good. I am not a voice actor. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat.
Okay, that's better.
So, I'm not likely to have a genie just fall into my lap. So I made sure that this world is kept undisturbed. I put an enchantment on it. The most powerful one I could manage. Make sure outsiders wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, then apparently your enchantment is broken.
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 He kind of just gestures at your body.
Oh, but you see, one of the people who came here with me, it didn't work for him.
I'm trying to figure out what this is in here, because I feel like you have done something I just don't know what.
Taunting.
Yeah.
I'm challenging him, basically. I'm basically...
I think it's trying to put it in a move.
We're kind of playing a game of whose magic is stronger here.
All right, you know what? You're convince somebody. You're trying to get him to rise to the bait.
Yes.
So roll plus heart, which is 0 for you.
7.
All right, they'll do it, but they need some clear assurance or evidence first. So he will be stuck and secure, but you have to provide him more than just your word.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And where is this individual now?
We separated. My group separated, but if you really want, I can bring you to them.
You separated. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
Very tumultuous.
Well, you gotta keep them separated.
It's
Yeah, see,
complicated. Is on the Facebook
I had
profile.
to use a spell on him, so he didn't stick out like a sore thumb.
Very well. But he kind of grabs his little scepter. First things first. I'm going to need something assurance of you that you're not leading me into a trap, so...
Like what?
I'm trying to figure out what... Oh, nothing much. his staff starts glowing, and you feel like you felt Jafar's magic before.
Mhm.
He's gotten stronger somehow.
Oh dear.
Nothing much. Just your heart.
Dun dun dun.
And you feel like you are being torn in two.
Ah. Here we are. Knew that was coming.
Yeah, no, we discussed this.
I knew it was coming.
It's like I was just deciding, is this the right moment for this? Yeah, let's do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure he did not actually. That's the other thing you suddenly remember as this is about to be happening. He didn't have his staff wouldn't have come with him,
Right.
and this boost of power. I think in this moment,
Why wouldn't it have?
He's a rat.
he was a rat,
He can't carry it. Actually, he
No,
was a mouse.
okay.
mouse, rat. I'm going to
Okay.
just interpret he was a rat
Okay.
because thematically it works
Yeah.
a little better.
Yeah,
Like
thematically.
street rat.
Yes, and
It,
also
it is kind of irony.
yeah. But anyways, so
This
as
is why we're arguing with
before you lose consciousness, you just suddenly like put two and two together. And, like it seems like Morgana is just loving leaving little presents for you to find along the way.
Oh yes.
So cut back over to Millen and Sohoi approaching the castle. When suddenly you see a giant brawl. You know what, Jane? You are also showing up at this point to this because you just saw a brawl suddenly, a large commotion. You're kind of running up to see what's going on, and the three of you,
that.
are,
I'm like,
you three of you are kind of. Sorry, let me finish setting the stage here. You three of you just arrived. Just as suddenly, you just see Anvil Zeiston rocketing off into the castle.
Anvil Zeiston.
Looks like it goes blasting off again.
I'm going to be scary, kind of like. Do I want to know?
What was that underneath him?
Where did he even get an anvil? Well, I guess. Oh crap!
I
I don't want to know.
Yeah, there might actually be an anvil here.
Yeah, it is not unusual for an anvil to exist in an old English village, but why is he blasting off for one from the barracks? That's still leaving questions. And Millen just kind of turns to Soy and is like, I feel like this isn't quite to plan.
This is Icestone. This is pretty much how all his plans go.
Yeah. Those things.
I'm taking this Dark Link seriously.
I know. I just love it as like the narrative is just what is the narrator would say at this point. Sohoi wasn't wrong.
Sohoi wasn't wrong.
Yeah, I'll on the side, like the rooster is literally saying that. It's like, and Sohoi wasn't wrong. How did you know her name? He vanishes.
And you just Genox, this is what you notice as soon as your eyes kind of pan down to see what else is going on. You see a familiar hot pink organization cloak with a pair of pigtails in the back of the head.
Do they all come in? Do they come in different? I lean over to him and I'm like, do they come in different colors? I thought they came in black.
Well, usually we choose black because it's supposed to be subdued and to allow us to blend in. But that, he points over, could only belong to one individual. They are subtle in the slightest.
she turns around and is like, Genox! and does and glomps you. There's no other word for it. She glomps you.
Oh, I have been glomped. No, that makes complete sense. Like, hello there. Metal, remind me your name again?
Nell.
Nell.
Is that
I
N-E-L?
know.
N-E-L, yes.
I have a character pretty much like this that has the exact same name.
Okay, that's funny. The only reason her name is Nell, it was actually, this is probably never going to come up in the game, so I'm just going to mention it here, is like, her name is Nell because she doesn't have an X in her name because she's like, Have you tried anagramming Nell with an X? Like, the best you can get is Lunks. That
Wait,
sucks.
wasn't that the same name of your one character from another game we did? Or we were planning on doing? What game was that?
No.
What was that one
It's like
girl?
the X between the E and the L.
The Beast one.
Are you talking about the, like, Didymus?
Oh, that was Didymus. Okay.
Like, the Chimera girl.
Yeah, the Chimera girl. That's
Yeah,
what
that
I
was
thinking of.
that was Diddy.
I don't know. I think Zeln isn't bad.
Yeah, like
Doing permutations.
Between E and L
Zeln.
kind of works.
Yeah, but either way, that's kind of the point of the name, is that it was so short that it's like, also, I'm not like some sort of Xehanort organization fangirl.
Oh, I see. It's rebellion against it in a more open way than, say, Larxene would have shown.
Yeah, no, she's kind of an organization rebel now that I think about it. Like the hot pink cloak. I'm not refusing to put an X in the name.
This totally seems like
Yeah.
she's a nobody, but she's not letting it change her.
Right.
Yeah.
Turns out her actual name isn't Nell. It's Len. That's her name. Why would it be Nell? Still got changed around. It's just could be Enel. No.
Anyway,
We're going into this, dude.
Lena. Anyway, yes.
All right.
I'm like, hi.
I have no idea who you are, but you are. I want to call you Steve. Am I getting close?
Nell, what are you doing here? And was that, pointing over to where Zeiston flying away, was that your doing?
No, I don't make anvils fly. That's him. I drop them. Duh. Give me your table.
I know, but now it makes sense where he got the anvil.
Table. This thing is tilting more and more.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Why are
Get
you
up
here?
then.
I haven't seen you for quite some time.
See, Zetrix has a beef, and, you know, where Zetrix has a beef, I show up with Mr. Smashy here, and holds up her giant, equally pink hammer.
Who is she, Nora?
She's kind of like inspiration-wise, like Pinkie Pie meets Spinel meets Nora.
Yeah. I can see that.
No, it's that fanatic critty head. I love it. I love it. This will be fun. Well, all right. So back hunting. So you're here under Zetrix's orders. Also, I'm curious. Like, do I just know it's her because of the pink cloak? I don't think we've actually seen if she's shapeshifted yet. So.
No, she's human.
Oh yeah, she's human underneath the cloak. I'm like,
yeah.
God, I know you don't often listen to the rules, but what was the one thing that the Forgotten Master always told us to do?
Wash our hands after we use the bathroom.
The other thing.
Now I before E, except after C. Never did run into that ocean though.
I'm looking really dejected right now. I'm like, look, actually, I kind of I'm about to tell her off, and then I realized, wait a sec, does she even realize that I'm not part of that anymore? I'm like, oh. So I go and turn to her and go, well, look, when's the last time you talked with the master or her?
Well, the master, I'm pretty sure I forgot. He didn't write my memories or anything. I actually think I genuinely forgot. There was probably a memo about a meeting. Never good with memos.
Well, you see.
As for Zetrix, I saw her yesterday.
Okay.
Her definition of yesterday.
I get this moment of realization, and then I turn and go, well, look, the master sent me here on a very important mission, We need to obtain what was the thing we actually need, like a book or something for Millen?
Yeah, Millen was looking for some information in a library.
We're trying to get away into a certain library, and in order to get there, we're gonna need a little assistance. Do you think you can help us out?
All right. Go ahead. Roll plus heart. So roll plus 3.
Yep, this has convinced somebody. I knew it. I had a feeling this was gonna come up.
Oh yeah, no.
Heart plus 3, so I roll. Well, I forgot to roll for the hold thing, by the way. I forgot to roll that, just so I don't lose my link.
Go ahead and roll that first here.
I forget exactly for that ability, isn't it? I roll my highest stat, right?
Roll with your highest links. So just roll plus 4.
Link.
You are like lousy with links right now.
All links. All right, yeah. All right, I think that. Let me double check the ability.
I think you get 1 hold with that. Yeah, you get 1 hold.
Yep, which I will spend in this situation.
All right. So, are you going to just take the 9, or are you going to spend a link to bump that up?
But I will do it on a 9. I mean, if I spend a link, that would give me a 10. Would the 10 make a difference? I forget. Does that improve the level?
It's 7 to 9, then 10 plus.
That's what I thought. I think I will spend a link here. Okay. This feels pretty fitting.
Right.
And
all your lock links.
Right. Darn it! My link with Bison's already spent. I thought that would have been really fitting in this situation.
You have a link with the Forgotten Master if you're looking for a fitting one.
I mean, this feels like the perfect time to burn it, as I'm trying to be manipulative like he would have been. So, no, I like that. I'm going to burn my link with the Forgotten Master for this.
What were you saying?
Before I forget, I'd like to make a light link with Nell.
Okay.
Yeah, I also am going to totally be forming with her in a bit. I just want to decide, depending on how helpful she is in this situation, whether it's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
As much as she's trying to kill me, I can't stay mad at her.
I mean, yeah, look at her. She may be trying to murder Zeiston, but she's a good girl.
Alright, this is my lowest link also, so...
The immersive experience, and wow. Yeah, you get a light link with her, and take +1 forward to act against her because we're modifying the difficulty that is the... And you know what? She has a light link towards you as well.
Aw, yeah!
She's doing it because it's her, basically because she is more loyal to Zetrix than you, but she doesn't dislike you. It's like, I like to think if we could see Nell's whole listing of links, it's just a big list of light links.
Just likes for being anti-organization, that makes complete sense to just go. Yeah, you know how we're supposed to be all dark and edgy. I just want to be friends with everybody. That would make complete sense for that type of character.
Okay, so yeah, so she buys this like, wow, really? The Forgotten Master let you back in? That's good news.
Mm-hmm. Now, but
sorry,
totally let me back in.
Sorry, I love our private video feed. Rad just gave like shifty eyes, like, wait, seriously?
Don't ruin this for me, Rad.
Sohoy is acting just a little sus.
Little sus. Tiny bit sus.
It's obviously the imposter.
You followed me. You followed me. You followed me. I didn't follow you. You followed me. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
keep
if we're gonna
the Among
figure
Us
this out,
salt off to the
Need to
side
get in
here.
that tower.
Yes.
All right,
Do you
but
think you can help us out? All you have to do is be your sparkling. I wrap my arm around her shoulder and kind of like smile and like. All you have to do is be your sparkling personality and distract the guards.
what the fudge? Sorry, I just saw an Eevee Lickitung fusion on her screen, and I just had to just kind of like, why?
I shouldn't be on Tumblr around him, apparently. Weird things happen on Tumblr.
Yes, that is truth. Anyways, and it's like he just kind of gives it gives you a salute, picks you up, and then he's like, also, I heard where the library is, and chucks you over the castle walls.
To a certain someone dealing in the library.
How does Sohoy react to this whole thing? Because we'll tune into people entering the castle in a second here.
Sohoy is trying not to ruin the not fighting, so doing nothing.
I
I'm
just like to imagine they're just like watching all of this and like, well, that happened.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Are you flying through the air towards the wall still?
You actually.
I mean,
land
it's
through
good, right?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did I miss maybe the last? Did I tune out the wrong moment and miss the last 5 minutes? And is important?
No, you're good here. I'm just like.
Also, I'm forming a light
you're
link
flying
with her.
to a window.
He's been very helpful.
Yeah, so it's just like. I mean, like, if you can survive the fall, it looks like.
All right, and now
it's not that high, right?
at this point, she has officially vanished.
It is officially almost any distance, so I could probably fall. It's Kingdom Hearts logic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to travel through maps by falling.
Map.
That was my main method of travel in Tarzan, just fall.
I mean, it is quick in some points, especially during the part where Sword turns into a Heartless, even in the first game.
Yeah.
That was a lot quicker to get back to that next cutscene.
Yeah, so basically Millen's is kind of looking to you for direction on how we should get in.
Look, she'll distract them perfectly fine. If we just follow her, I'm certain we'll get our opening guys.
You are gone.
You were thrown over the wall.
Oh, I was already thrown. Oh, fantastic.
I'm like, do we just walk in?
Oh yeah, the guards are also distracted, and then just suddenly, yeah, as the guards are kind of fighting, she grabs Mr. Smashy and just kind of starts doing that kind of the spinning hammer like tornado thing through them, and so they are all just frozen in air with like the little clock wheel around them. Which as soon as that expires, you know how stasis works in Breath of the Wild, where you kind of hit them and they build up.
This is exactly right. This is exactly what I thought it was when she's like, he hits it with a hammer and then it goes off flying. I'm like, oh, she's Breath of the Wild stasis.
But we're using Final Fantasy logic, so she's just really good with the stop spell.
Yes.
So.
Oh, is that her element technically? Time?
Well, basically the way Zedric's crew is that each one is super specialized with one specific spell. Is how I'm running it. Zedrix herself is Flare.
Okay.
My son is obviously a magnet.
Yeah, so.
What is? Oh, Zyston. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's like not time, it's specifically like just really good with the spell stop.
Stop.
So. Not like doing stop Zuz here, she's no Mickey Mouse. But, yeah.
Oh!
Jane, your Mickey is too good.
Why, thank you very much, Laura.
Way too good.
Alright, well, sorry, we're too late for that, so we gotta get moving here.
Yeah.
But yes, so that I got blasted off.
So I guess with everything, with that all going on, just like Yeah, like Millen kind of like nods and follows you as you guys just walk into the castle.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut to Lara. You are coming too,
Okay.
in more than one sense of the word.
Yeah. I know.
As in, there are now two of you. One of you is in a cage and is.
You know, I have to say the most excited thing I'm most excited for is making a link with myself.
Mhm.
I'm in a link with me. Well, now you know how Janox
With
feels.
Auntie Laura.
Yeah, so you have your heart, which is like, I'm sorry, but Lara is definitely no Princess of Light. So there is the heart removed and now has become a
What?
heartless and is in a cage.
Yes.
But I feel like because of the nature of how you were split, it is a Ansem style heartless where it's like still having their human form
Yeah.
still. So, and meanwhile, you are just you. So there is the heartless you and the nobody you is coming in. So what this is going to do mechanically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
your heartless you is going to be rolling heart and mastery rolls as though it were -2, but takes +1 to light and dark rolls.
Okay, let me write that down.
And your
Okay, repeat that again.
all right. So your heartless has a -2 for both heart and mastery. And
Okay.
and +1, an extra +1 to your normal light and dark. So basically, a +1 ongoing to light and dark rolls.
Alright.
And your nobody is the reverse. So
It's gonna be in the nobody,
So
Crystal.
my nobody is -2 on light and dark.
yep, basically that replaces. So the first one is the -2 replaces your stats.
Okay.
And the other one is a bonus to your stats.
Alright. Of course,
To the heart.
of course, the
Nobody
heartless
Club.
causes some problems with my best stat, which is my mastery.
But it makes sense because a heartless is
Yeah, it's
typically
like
going to be more
ability or
instinctual.
something.
Yeah. I don't know, my light's pretty good too.
Yep. So yeah, so that way it's just the best way to describe it.
Okay.
And since it's a new heartless, it's doing the whole all my emotions all went away. Hold on.
Nobody. The heartless is nothing but
Yeah,
emotion.
that's what I mean. Yeah, theoretically.
Yeah.
Does that
Also-
mean you're the Larax?
The
Oh, he's Lorax.
Oh god.
no, she does not speak for the trees, even though she is
I
a
do
squirrel.
not speak for the trees. That's it, we're going to the
We're going
Lorax
to Lorax.
world.
It's not Disney.
What is it?
It's not
DreamWorks.
Disney, but it,
DreamWorks.
So
unfortunately.
also I'm going to say you can only your heartless can spend both your light and dark links. Your nobody can spend your mastery and heart links.
So
The
my heartless can spend.
basically
I swear there was one of the playbooks that is dependent on like that 2-heart thing.
there's the amalgam, which is your bunch of things into one body.
Okay, so my
Oh, yeah.
heartless can spend what?
Light and dark, and the other two can be spent by your nobody. Because basically, this is just the best way I can describe you being split into your mind and your heart.
We have emotionless nobody Lorax, and then the fresh, heartless.
I mean, that could just be Laura. Ansem didn't change his name.
Except for he totally did, like, twice.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So
I'm
what?
gonna
That means
look it
you
up.
change your name to Merlin?
Merlinks.
Gotta steal my master's identity. Crap! Is Sohoy's thing? What's his butt?
I'm searching for a nobody name generator.
Anyways, we'll guys, remember, it was actually Xehanort who changed their names. They don't have to change their names.
I know.
Yeah, it was normally just it was Xehanort who was giving everyone those names to kind of mark them, if you remember. So you don't have to change your name, especially if this is only temporary.
Axarl.
Sorrel. Ugh.
Nope.
That one gave
I
me.
still existed at the best opening. Lorax. It's a simple ad.
All right, but yes,
Axlor.
that sounds like a character from the Lorax.
The
Luxara.
Axdraw.
Lar.
Laxra.
Laxra.
Oh,
I-
Exlara. Wait, no, that's your name with the X at the beginning. Exlara.
Axlora. Axlora. I like that.
But yeah, so as you come to, Jafar is just sitting there with the staff, and it's like, good, you've awakened. Now, you said you were wanting to show me this anomaly. I'm not forcing you to speak from both your bodies right now.
Just writing stuff down to remember.
Yeah.
It's just like I wrote my new nobody name down.
Yes.
So I can remember it. I like that one.
Yes.
Axlora.
Which
I
is-
can barely pronounce it, but
Yep. There's some nice.
It's fine.
symmetry
Hopefully
in
it's
it.
only temporary.
especially with
Yes.
yes. I thought so. Okay, so
Unless you want to be Axler. No. No, we're not doing that. Okay. You don't need to kill me, dear. You don't need to kill me. You need me to run this game.
okay. I do.
So Jafar said, you've awakened.
Yes.
Are you prepared to show, are you ready to show me this anomaly?
Anomaly.
The one who you claim my magical gifts were insufficient to alter?
I suppose. What did you do to me?
I simply took collateral. Your heart is there. A bit more formed than I was thinking, because
Collateral.
last time we had any interaction, you turned me into a rat.
Your point?
Remember here, I'm just going to kind of remind you here, you are the nobody who's not technically feeling things.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know
should
this
not
is
be
hard as
emotional.
it's going to be for Lara to not be the emotional.
Ooh, I like that one too. Zarl. That one's good. That's
That
what
one's
I'm
good.
Okay.
Zarl. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay. Which is
Not that this is important. What my new name's gonna be.
Lorax backwards.
My name is not Lorax.
It's Lorax backwards.
Zarl. I
Okay.
like that.
Anyways. Look, you'll be reunited in due time. Just simply a precaution.
Okay. How do I know you're telling me the truth?
How do I know you're telling me the truth?
Not me.
Another one. Lara.
Dear, stop
Okay.
the names. This is we're trying to talk here.
Okay.
We gotta.
Sorry. Distraction. I'm sorry. How do I know you're not
Speaking of
going to just
attractions.
keep me this way?
You guys are not coming in yet.
Go away.
There's time that needs to pass before the two of you break in through the window and cause all sorts of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Perfect.
How do I know you're not just going to keep me this way?
Well, look at it from this perspective. You are already this way. Working against me is more than likely to keep you like that way than working with me. I'm not asking for much. I just knew. In case something came wrong, I needed to have a card in my hand.
So you created me.
I didn't create you. You created yourself. I just caused a temporary separation.
You pushed it along.
You're still you in just two parts. I didn't make anything of who you are. If I did, I probably wouldn't have ended up as a rat.
Fine. Let's go.
Very well. Archimedes is just sitting there in the corner, shaking and just looking like, what is going on?
I'm
No one's
trying to
gonna kill me.
decide what kind of heartless I am.
Well, like I'm saying you are specifically like Sora after the end of 1 kind of heartless.
Shadow.
No, I'm saying after.
If
Because
anything,
technically
maybe
he's
she's
a
a red
heartless
monster.
until the beginning of 2.
What about that?
No.
Technically he
No,
never actually
obviously,
gained,
if Heartless Laura is
Roxas
the Red
exists.
Nocturne in a recent
Roxas
state.
is his body.
No.
Yes.
It's all sorts of confusing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Roxas is what's his name? Awakening. But okay.
His form is reflected of Ventus, yes, but it's also as Sora's nobody. He is a part of Sora, and that Sora never actually regained his body. He just got turned from a heartless that's shaped like a shadow into a heartless that is shaped like Sora.
Yeah.
That's why he has the anti-form, because of that time as a heartless.
Okay, so yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
that makes
heartless, my
sense.
heartless is essentially just an anti-form.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I like
I mean,
that
yeah,
idea.
you can.
Well, no, we
Anti-Lara.
could just say. I think it would be fitting if you were a Red Nocturne. You know, fiery red.
Like I say, this is not like that's a normal heartless as if you felt a darkness normally,
Yeah.
but if you
So I think this is just an anti-form.
yeah, this is like I think an anti-form is more appropriate because this is a weird situation. So that's all. So after they leave, Zeiston, you kind of carefully stop and land and kind of hover down on your aerial anvil into the library because this was just the window that you happened to be trajectory for, and it was easier to.
Thank you, Zeiston.
You are in the middle of the library, and you kind of look around, and then suddenly you see a page with a dark, shadowy Lara.
Oh. That's not good. Gonna look around,
I say that's not good! That's putting it lightly! Archimedes shouts as he kind of lands on you. Archimedes is so hard on my throat.
you're still around.
Yes, I'm still around. And you know who else who's still around? That snake-obsessed wizard from the world of Agrabah.
Ow.
Oh.
Still a rat, though. In multiple senses of the word.
Huh. Anyway, I'm going to head over to the cage and like tap it like, Laura, you there?
Your heartless is sentient. You know, you're sentient. You're not like pure instinct. You're just.
Can't really speak though, can I?
I'm gonna allow it. Ansem can speak. and some Seeker of Darkness can speak. Like, I'm going to allow it. Okay.
Okay.
Like you're just running on pure.
If you want,
What
you can
restraint you had is
soul
probably
speak
gone.
for a moment.
What?
Like what? Like logical restraint that you had is probably gone. It's just
What logical restraint?
what little you had.
Yeah, I was like, so basically Laura.
So basically, I have no logic anymore. I have no restraint.
You are really unrestrained by things. You're kind of like running on pure emotion, basically.
Okay, I like that. I like it.
This is going to end in tears.
Yes, it is.
I don't know whose tears.
Dyson's.
So,
Definitely Zyston's.
So Zyson just said, basically, it just kind of asked you, like, Laura, are you still in there? Or still there or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, she seems fine to me.
Face Wing from Archimedes.
Face Wing.
Look at her! She's leaking darkness! And she's not the only one here of her.
Okay, I'm here.
That was not who we were talking about, the only one being here. Not the only one being here, but yes.
Sorry, I
But
stepped away.
No, it was just more of the timing of what you said. That was all.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure.
Because I was just like, so there's two of her now.
She's been split. That Jafar left this here as collateral and took the remaining pieces of her and went off to find Millen. Apparently, he's the one who decided to enchant this world so that people turned into beast things when they entered, so they didn't stick out.
Huh. Well, while we're here, might as well look for that thing Millen wants.
And
he's gonna,
as you say that,
unlock the magnetism.
Oh, are you unlocking the cage?
Yeah, I'm unlocking the cage.
Okay. What does Anti-Laura do when released from the cage?
I don't know.
Do whatever you want to do. Hold nothing back.
I don't know what I want to do, though. That happens sometimes.
I know.
That's what part of the being this person is. You don't think. You just do. You feel.
Fine, I'm gonna punch Dyson.
Alright.
For letting this happen to me.
I have to expect a punch, kiss kind of thing.
Actually, let's do that.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
So basically,
let's do that.
So as I said, you get sucker punch and then a very forceful kiss is what I'm picturing.
Yes.
So. And that's right when Janox crashes in and just kind of gets up and sees this.
Yeah, I'm like, I imagine I'm like, whoa! Flight just fall right through the window. Kingdom Hearts 1 Deep Jungle style. I come in, I rub my head, and then I'm about to say something, but I notice the kiss, and I'm like, oh. I'm just going to stay silent for a moment.
At first, like, I don't know how to...
Sit up all, pretending I'm not there.
Like, I don't think it's
first, like, I don't know.
I don't picture it as like a full makeout session. It's just a very big kiss kind of thing.
Passionate kiss.
Yeah, the big kiss.
Passionate. They're not like making out here unless Zyson leads into making out.
A little surprising for me to walk in on.
I mean, if it's gonna be a makeout, is gonna be up to Zyson there. Because it really depends on what Zyson's gonna do next.
I think Zyson first was kind of shocked that he got sucker punched, then kissed, and he's like, this isn't so bad.
The pros outweigh the cons, should you say?
Oh, he pulls away. Hi. Yes.
Do I need to give you guys some space for a moment?
Also, Janox notices Laura is like overflowing with darkness right now. That's not normal.
Zeiston, what did you do?
All right. This, like he gestures to Laura. This wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
How does Laura feel about that?
You didn't exactly stop me either.
I think you have the point.
Seriously, this role is probably what's gonna kick off the love triangle.
Oh yeah,
And
that's,
she gives
I
me
just saw that
all
going.
emotion.
All the emotion in one dark ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
Certainly
Janox
not how
now.
I'm
What are you
used to
feeling
seeing
about Janox? Just, I'm gonna. This is kind of gonna prompt your actions kind of here. Just like I'm gonna say a topic. How are you feeling about it, and then act on that feeling.
Confused.
So
Confused about my feelings.
So how does?
So I
Well,
think
what
my
was
response
your
is to
initial
figure out what my feelings are, aka more kissing.
Oh, I see. That's the way your character is trying to determine everything right now. It's just kiss everything.
Depends on what I'm confused about. I know what I'm confused about here.
So I'm just gonna leave that as like. So she's just like. She just kind of, I just picture her just kind of goes, grabs Janox by the cloak and then pulls him in.
Yes.
Also, not going to be really very much. Is like, first I get to remeet with that literal Laura. What is it about me being a lynx that makes the girl? It gets them all excited.
So
It's a good day for Janox.
We're just gonna. I just want to know before we cut away over to the other Laura and Sohoi. What's the expression on Zeissen's face at this point?
Kind of like, wow, that was the quickest I've gotten thrown out like yesterday's trash.
Yeah, you know, buddy, you'll get over it.
So all right, yeah. So heading over to as Sohei and Millen is approaching the castle, outsteps Laura, escorted by a rat with Sohei. I think you find the staff looks familiar to you. How much you remember is I'll leave that up to you.
Was I there when he turned into a rat?
Yeah, you were, because you were all kind of piling up outside the.
Okay, so at very least, there's information to piece it together. Maybe I don't realize it first.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they see us? Like, do we run into each other, or is this like someone is coming and we have to hide?
It's up to you. Because, like I say, you see Laura leading this rat along. Notably, you do not see Archimedes. That's the other thing I could say, is that you do not see Archimedes.
Given the multiple worlds, we haven't seen Archimedes in.
Fair point.
It's not that notable, to be honest.
I'm just, Archimedes was with her last time
It
you
has
saw
been
her.
a slight weak point.
Okay.
What do you do?
I just I kind of pulled Millen over there and like, hey, was she supposed to be here? That wasn't a plan, was it?
I don't know where. She was kind of off doing her own thing. I don't think she likes me.
Own thing. I don't think she likes anybody. I'm not sure if she likes anybody. I'm sorry. That's more of a talking about Zeiston thing.
No, I think I feel like with Laura that's
Laura, that's kind of accurate. I mean, she does like people, but it's accurate to make it to be confused on whether she does like anybody, considering she yells at Janox and she punches Zeiston.
To be fair,
right.
Sohoy probably approves of the Zeiston punching. Right now, at least.
Sohoy is beginning to have opinions about people in the adolescence of his emotional development.
Oh!
Ooh.
Opinions.
I don't know. She's pretty good. She's just really temperamental. Really temperamental. I mean, we're trying not to get caught, right? But who's that rat?
She's like
right
with
there.
Someone. She's right there. She's apparently been in the castle already.
Okay, let's see. We outnumber the guy anyway, so.
All right, yeah. As you're.
Hey, Laura. Wave.
So Sohei is waving to Laura now.
Okay.
Nobody, Laura. Laura.
Hi, hey, Laura. Not that call out. Like, hey, Laura. Bit less loud.
Like,
wave.
Waving.
I think I'm giving just kind of like a sort of confused, like wave back. Like, kind of like a mirror, not really like I know exactly what I'm doing, just like, you know, trying to be normal.
You know waving is appropriate in this situation, maybe?
Yeah, it's socially appropriate, so...
It's like... This your... Speaking of...
Friend?
The anomaly.
Probably see Millen, too. Is
Yeah,
Millen
well,
hiding more effectively?
No, he sees them both, like, he's like... but he's still disguised in the illusion.
Right, yeah. I mean, and I look like a bird instead, and I guess I have the same clothes on because I didn't change. But
yeah.
Does he remember that?
I'm gonna say not right now because he has such a strong hatred for Alara as the one who did it to him. Everything else kind of faded into the background for it.
Right. I mean, it's not like we had a whole lot of interactions before that.
Otherwise, he doesn't remember what would have not maybe remembered our normal faces, but it would have been hard to recognize us, especially in this world.
Yeah. And it's not like we got to know each other particularly well.
So yeah, like he could recognize you with time, but first blush, it's. So yeah,
I'm like, hi, who is the other? Who's this?
My name is Jafar, court magician to Prince John.
The guy I turned into a rat.
Yeah, I remember you.
This guy, Laura?
I remember you.
You're like, wait, I remember you. Oh, I remember you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's be like initial shock and then like, whoa, you're that guy.
Yes, he's that guy.
I fail to see what you still have not made your point about my magic not adapting anyone here.
No, him? That was my magic.
Prove it.
Fine. So I'm gonna reverse my spell.
Okay.
Which means I gotta roll.
No, you don't.
I don't.
It basically said it lasts until you don't want it to last anymore.
Okay.
So it's just like you just release the spell. It's gone now.
Yes.
So it'll be something to get it back, but
yeah.
At this point, like, Jafar is just like, seriously? You were right kind of expression on his face.
Told you. Are you gonna put me back together?
All right.
Or
Anyway,
not?
we're gonna beat this guy up again, right? Mine come through.
Yeah, you came through, at least for me.
Yeah, you came through. 1 second here.
Okay.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to get. Oh, beat me up. Yes, that's the thing. Solve it with violence. You're probably. Are you gonna? So, what are you gonna tell your your little innocent ward here about what really happened? The world you left. The world you left me in.
Apparently, it was attacked. A lot.
Okay.
Almost destroyed.
That seems bad.
It was destroyed.
I don't see the part where I need to care.
He's about to argue with that. It's like, and then he remembers, like, no, I'm to blame for myself for that one. I'm blame myself for that one. I literally struck out the part that cared. Cut to, like a brief aside to is like Zeiss and Archimedes just kind of like looking at each other, looking at Lara, still kissing Janox, looking back, and kind of like, just for like a cutaway gag.
And now they're getting kissed. I'm kind of like that smug look of.
Alright, break it up, you two. He's gonna use magnetism to pull them apart.
Hey, I
don't think that's how magnets work.
Apparently, Janox is getting like really into this.
Yeah, I'm chill with it. I'm trying to think of
is more than chill with this.
Romantic life would have been like, because like before even coming to this universe, I imagine it wasn't super great outside of maybe having girls that were your more traditional bad girls, like maybe the type that would have done stuff but then betrayed him. So having someone who has so far shown she's pretty dependable maybe would have been fine with him.
Also, speaking of bad girls, like, she is literally overwhelmed with darkness right now. I feel like there has not been a change in that regard.
Nope, not at all.
Totally not at all a bad thing. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna like try to take a moment to process the fact that I'm like, hey, I didn't interrupt you two, but you're right. You, Owl. I look over at him. What the heck happened here? Why is she Archimedes?
Bird boy.
Sorry.
If I have to repeat this a fourth time after this, if I'm going to repeat this to every single one of you, I am quitting this. Jafar from Agrabah is here. He's a rat with a magic staff. He split her into 2 parts. This part is her heart overwhelmed with darkness, aka a heartless.
Wait. I mean, I like look her up and down. I'm like, that kind of makes sense.
Really?
Where's her nobody and Jafar?
They went down to. She told him about Millen, and he was determined to see She taunted him into trying to see what the thing his magic couldn't change was.
Well, great. After Millen and possibly Soloi as well. We don't have much time to wait here.
I think not.
Get going then. Come on. And I'm gonna hurry them to everybody out roughly. Although I will take a quick look around and see if this is in fact the library I was intended to go to in the first place.
It is a library.
All right, it's a library.
Now I can
there
leave.
You go. Sweet.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. You found a library. Any library.
So how does Anti-Lara feel about being rushed out by Janox?
A little annoyed.
How does she show that?
I hit him on the head.
Well, that makes sense.
with
That was
the
very
hilt
good.
of my sword.
Flat situation. I missed the slaps earlier, but now I get to see it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is Laura.
Like, I don't really unsheath it. I just kind of pick it up and smack him with it.
Like, are you resisting being
You're just
shoved
gonna
out of
backhand.
here, or
Yes,
you-
I don't want to be shoved.
New Heartless. God dang it.
Well, I never met my Heartless. Anyway,
I mean, it's complicated. I don't know if I've ever met mine either, but that's technically my somebody, considering it's also in a similar situation. It's all confusing.
semantics. What should we do with her? Just throw her back into the cage?
I just glare
Well-
at him.
I sigh, and I turn back to her. Look. We want to put you back together. You need to be balanced out with whatever, probably I don't think you want to stay like this, do you?
Does she? Does she feel? Is
I'm
she?
thinking.
Oh no, I'm just trying to phrase the. I'm just trying to frame the question. Does she feel liberated by the lack of inhibition right now?
Kinda, yeah. So I don't know if she really wants to turn back because, she doesn't have to hide anything right now.
Oh yeah. Well, that kind of does make
Doesn't
sense.
have to worry about, like, the way it would make her look or, her honor or any of that stuff.
So yeah, so
Well, at the very least, then we need you with us so we can at least figure out everything out here.
well, no, like that was internal. Like, so you just asked, don't you want to get put back together? So how does Laura respond to that then?
Not really.
I kind of like look over.
What does she do though? Because it's like, unless she's a talking Heartless.
Well, she is talking.
I am talking. I have been talking.
She's just also like very
Oh, okay, my bad.
out of control kind of thing.
Okay.
They're very spontaneous.
I'm sorry if I'm kind of pushing you on a lot of this. I know this is a kind of a complex situation.
I know.
No, it's fine.
Understand.
I get it. It's kind of a
I'm
way
dealing with
to
it.
get her to express herself when our character normally is kind of the opposite. Ironically, for the person who was one of the two humans in the group, she didn't express herself a huge amount per se to
No,
90% of the time.
because
So
everything
it's kind
with
of
Laura
interesting
is
to see.
controlled about her having to have, like, the honor and the appearance of a knight, so she doesn't voice things.
All right, so yeah, I think we'll jump over on the just like we're just kind of thinking and just like with a smile. I mentioned with just with a smile. No, not really. Kind of going across her face as she's saying, right?
Yeah.
Like realizing like what this all means.
Yeah.
And it's just like Jafar has just been kind of waving his staff futilely at Millen for like a uncomfortable amount of time. Phrasing, wow. There's no way I could get around that one. That happened. We're just gonna move on from that. Apparently, you are immune to most, or at least warded against most forms of magic. So it's like, me? I guess? Very well, you are correct. I yield to you in this circumstances.
What's Laura's song?
And we're going to just come along. We'll get you put back together. As you kind of, your friends are welcome to join. I just don't have it in me right now. Jafar feels like mortally wounded
made-
in his pride right now. Like,
Yeah, this is like a weird moment where I'm like, I feel bad for Jafar.
I'm super confused.
so do you guys? So do the three of you? Well, Millen's gonna follow Sohoy right now, but does Sohoy
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
Lara follow?
Yeah.
put back together. What? I follow because Laura's here.
So you arrive in the library. So this is the point I want to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
What does Sohoy do when he sees Anti-Lara?
Upon seeing a Heartless? Upon seeing a Heartless? Sohoy pulls out his Keyblade.
Yeah, I kind of could tell that this is a situation.
I've been waiting.
Yes, that's what I was trying to see. Like, okay, come on. Squeeze together. Come together, come on,
Nobody
come on.
Laura was confused.
Oh, no, I've been waiting for this particular part of this. Like, this, I want you to tell me what Sohoy does after, like, what he does after Keyblade, and then we will end it there on the cliffhanger for that. What's his, like, he is a Keyblade.
It's probably like the Keyblade probably comes in before he says anything, actually. He's like, a Heartless, it's a Heartless. And Sohoy begins to like...
It's that instinctual.
All right. So
that whatever it is, the
so
eyes become pinpricks, and I'm just...
Yeah.
It's a Heartless.
So I'm going to say, are you striking with intent then?
Yeah.
All right. Because of the weird nature of this, and not to avoid confusion, they're going to still have the same harm track that shared between the two of them. So
Okay.
I would
roll-
like to defend.
Okay. Like I said, I'm just all right. So roll your interfere or defend from harm. Actually, no, defend from harm is I'm gonna have you roll to interfere because that one has the PC option.
All right. So let me look at what I need to roll for this.
Dark.
Oh, dark. Okay. Let me look at my dark. It's no longer my best thing, but it's still pretty good.
Or light if you want, but I figure you want to roll dark.
Yeah. Let's do the thing I'm good at and not the thing I suck at. 6. I will spend a link.
All right.
You know, we're gonna spend the Sohoy link.
Oh boy, this is actually really, really. I actually really like the scene of like Sohoy's been salty with Zyson the entire time.
With Zyson this entire time.
I mean,
And so I rushed. Sohoy
So
rushes in to do it, and I guess Zyson didn't super succeed.
So they get to choose one.
What do you?
Either they are pushing through stress to do it, or they take experience if they don't do it.
I'm actually going to take experience to not do it.
No, he gets to offer one of those. He gets to choose carrot or stick, and then you choose to whether you do it or not.
You know, we've been at horrible terms, so I'm gonna pick the stick.
All right.
So.
Okay, so that means I push through
to do it.
Stress for 6 plus 2.
I didn't tell you what links to roll with.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll just say if that was you were adding your light to that because of Strike Raid, right? That was your yeah. So we'll hold that roll, but we'll first do the push through stress.
To be honest, it should probably be dark.
Well, no, I haven't determined what links because of your move. You can use strike with intent with light.
Right. What I mean is if you're picking something at random for this thing, my character is indulging in the dark side.
Yeah.
So probably
because especially because it's Zyson, I would say roll. So it is. So okay, that is your push through stress. So you push through stress. So
yes.
So
I
Zyson
push
blocks you,
through
and you
stress,
just you barrel through him, and now do another
That's right.
roll to. Oh, actually, you get to pick 2.
Hold on, let me.
So you
Yeah,
get
let
to
me
pick-
let me go back and look at the list really quick. Hold on, open it up because I haven't rolled this game and I forgot to open up the sheet.
Yep.
Basic moves.
push through stress.
Push through stress. Yes, I succeed at what I was attempting. And I gain an advantageous position.
Okay. Yeah, basically, like Zyson goes into block, and you just kind of
Bat him away.
I'm gonna say, what blue magic do you suddenly unleash that you hadn't used before?
Basically, I to get past him.
To kind of get him past him and keep everyone else at bay. I'm just trying to give. Basically, I'm trying to say this so you get a new spell that you can kind of draw on for future scenes and such.
Yeah,
Right. But I had to pick something that I've already seen use. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do a thing where I dodge and tap the ground next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and after a moment, a huge explosion happens where I tap the ground.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, that is fantastic. And that's
I have flare mine, I guess.
Yeah, you copied Z-Trix. That is brilliant. Like, oh my god, yes.
And he can't do it on direct things because that's what she did. He only does it like on a location that he taps.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is you blow, and how this is. So I'm going to say how this. You blow the ground beneath you, and you are falling as both you and Anti-Lara are falling as you are going to land your strike with intent. So go ahead and roll that.
Yes. All right. Now I do strike with intent, which is 2d6 plus 2. Okay.
All right.
Jesus. All right. I am going to deal great harm and take control of the situation.
Yeah, no,
which is I get an advantageous position and take control of the situation. So in this case, it's basically I'm the one that's stabilized. I'm the one that's sailing down in a proper way with the high ground, whereas like everyone else is kind of just falling flat on their butts.
Well, I like to think you two are the only ones who fell, because basically you were just kind of like saying bye, and you were breaking through the ground and falling with your target. So okay, Lara takes 2 harm.
Sorry, Laura. However, I didn't defend myself either because crazed Sohoy is kind of
Sohoy versus heartless Laura.
Yeah,
that's right.
And as so does Laura how does Laura strike out at Sohoy as they're kind of battling through the air, their free fall? As the ground just kind of exploded beneath you.
Okay, so we're falling?
Yep.
Yeah, you get a hit in before we land, but you're the one who lands on your butt, and I'm the one who lands fine.
Yeah, you basically...
I just yank him down.
Well, no, because basically he's got control of it because that's what he picked for the roll. So you still hit him, but you aren't going to be the one in control.
Wait, I hit him, but I'm not in control. I am hitting him then.
Yes, you are hitting him.
Okay, I'm hitting him.